Hey, what's up, everyone? You are currently tuned into TBD on KCSB FM 91.9 in Santa Barbara and netnetradio.com out of Tijuana. Today, we are joined by Brooklyn and DC-based band Personal Space. They will be playing out here at Harley's Bowling Alley in Camarillo on May 24th on their tour. And we will have VTB and Crawdads opening. How are you guys doing?
What up?
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for being here. I know, dude. Really stoked to meet you on Zoom. Can't wait to meet you guys in person. Before we get started, do you guys kind of want to just like introduce yourselves? Like, what do you guys play in the band and stuff?
Yeah, Sam, you wanna?
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Sam. I play bass in the band. And I write half the songs and I sing half the songs.
Sick.
Same half.
Yeah, I'm Alex. I do the same. A similar. My CV is similar. It's half. Write half the songs, sing half the songs. I play a guitar though. That's different.
Nice. So
I also wear a black shirt.
So I guess like Sam. I don't know. The band is like just basically you two for the most part, but you have like other people play, or you guys have people missing from the band, or.
No, I think the band has like gone through several permutations, but I like the band started with, it was like my band a long time ago, and there were like two guitar players and a drummer, and we like folks like moved out of that stage for different reasons, and then we linked up with Alex and the dude who's playing drums with Alex, Jesse, who's our, the drummer in the band now, and kind of like fused two bands together effectively. And now we've gone through the full life cycle where a dude who played guitar initially in the first iteration of the band plays guitar again in the band now.
Nice.
So it's like an Ouroboros of, like friends, who play instruments. People are just kind of cycling through. And now it's a little bit like, the core is Alex and me and Jesse, our drummer. And we've been kind of, since the first full length record, it's been the same group of folks. And then, different guitar players, second guitar players, and other kind of musicians drifting in and out.
That's cool, dude. That's sick.
Yeah. And then there's like another layer to it too, because Sam and I were also in a band before, the Personal Space, Sam thing. Whatever Sam's initial, in college, we were in a band in college, whatever. Sam and I.
That's sick. I actually really want to talk to you guys about like, I guess like your, previous bands and stuff like that in a sec here. But like, I also do kind of want to just ask you guys like, just a question that I guess like everybody relates to. But like, how is like the last like, we're running on like, what is this, almost like 3 years of like the unprecedented times, like how has that been for you guys as like a band, or just like personally in general? Like what have you guys been up to? Like, you pick up any like new hobbies aside from music and stuff, or?
It's a good question. I don't know. I feel like music's just the thing that just went deeper into or something.
You guys didn't like
or
start
just had more time for,
Yeah, you didn't start.
I don't know if do you have any funny like Sam? Like I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Like treats, like different treats you got into?
Yeah, like sourdough loaf baking and stuff.
Sourdough. I feel like I was trying to like learn how to play the piano better. And I think I kind of picked it up a little bit more during the pandemic just because I was like in my house more. So I've moved from being like a shitty, I mean, not shitty isn't even like really saying it, like someone who can't play the piano to someone who like has like 3 set pieces I can do and then like knows chords. But I feel like that was like an accomplishment for me.
He's good. Yeah.
That's sick, dude. Nice.
Sam can shred on piano now a little bit for sure.
I can shred the one. I have one box song. I can really play that fucker fast,
That's what I like to hear, dude. Hell yeah. When you guys come through Camarillo, I'm expecting to hear you rip on some piano, dude.
Oh yeah. I'll take it back. I feel like I honed my Spanish a little bit.
Did you?
That's right. Yeah.
A little bit better on that. I got a tutor.
Oh, nice. Did you actually?
Flashcards.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was like a weekly tutor.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's totally right.
Dude, that's actually really cool. Why'd you decide to, I guess, hone your Spanish skills?
Oh, man. I mean, kind of to like deal with like family stuff, basically. My dad's Mexican and whatever. I could talk a lot about that. Basically, like to deal with stuff in Mexico. That's like family business.
Yeah. That's cool. So
negocios, if you will.
So
yeah, nothing, everything above board.
So do you feel like now, like you can like have a conversation in like Spanish, like I guess,
yeah,
successfully?
I think I could.
Yeah. So if like someone just starts like communicating with you, you can communicate back.
Yeah, not like I feel like I was with my tutor. We kind of randomly, because I always try to get him to tell me about like politics or whatever in Mexico, and he's like, oh, let's read this Jacobin article. For listeners who don't know Jacobin, it's like a lefty, online journal, like kind of like whatever current events.
Is it in like Spanish?
But it was like, but it was like I think it was a translation from English into Spanish. And it was like very like theory, like university language, and that's like I didn't struggle with, whatever. But I can like have it. Yeah, I can talk to like an abuelita on the street or whatever.
Oh hell yeah, dude, that's cool.
That's the bar.
Have you like gone to Mexico to try it out, or is it mostly like over
yeah, because we'll all go. We got a spot over there. We have an apartment.
Nice.
In Mexico City.
That's sick.
Like a family spot, and so we'll go at least once a year.
That's sick.
We've been to Mexico City together a few times.
Oh yeah,
Alex and me, and like we love going down there. It's like a spot. Like we talk all the time about how it'd be like really dope to play a bunch of shows in Mexico.
Dude, you guys should go. You guys should do that. That'd be sick.
Most of the band can speak like serviceable Spanish. Like three of the four people in the band can speak like not good, but like we can get around.
You can get around. Yeah, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
So I think that's like real. I mean, this is like going out to California is like feels to me like a really like dope like milestone, but that's like pie in the sky,
Yeah, for sure. That'd be sick. I mean, like I feel like Mexico City has like a pretty like sick music scene,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
yeah,
and you definitely
just finding
be able to,
your in. Yeah,
exactly. You just got to find your in. Like I'm part of like that internet radio station out of Tijuana, so I have like friends over there too. I can shoot you guys a tour star. You know what I'm saying? They have a space as well, like a show space too. So I don't know if they're open to like having gigs yet or what.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
that'd be dope.
You never know. Maybe we improvise and whatever. I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, maybe just a future contact or something. But yeah, that'd be sick, dude.
Future contact. Yeah.
Also just like just like a really side fact too. I know that like Mexico City has like a really poppin' like vegan scene as well.
You know what? Yeah. I did not know about that until my last trip at the end of February.
Yeah.
And I met up with some friends there who were their first visit. It was and they were telling me all about these because they're vegetarian, but they were telling me about all these like vegan vegetarian places that I never heard of.
Yeah.
They're like sounded really popular and like hip or whatever.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm just eating meat all the time there.
Yeah, right. I know. That's what I always assume too.
But
all the food in Mexico City is spectacular. It's like everything they do is great there.
That's so cool. I really want to go. I know my girlfriend was saying if she ended up not going to grad school this year, that she wants to try and go to Mexico City for her birthday in October. So maybe we'll make that happen. Sick. I know. I think it'd be sick, dude. I really want to go see some of the like Aztec ruins and stuff around there as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
We have a good document we should share with you if you decide to go.
Yes.
That'd be sick.
All the spots.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I really want to go and like check that stuff out as well. Like I'm super interested in like archaeology. I work with like I work with like a couple Mayan researchers, just like volunteering. I do like computer mapping, like GIS type stuff. So like, nice. I'm helping out doing like GIS work for them. So yeah, dude, like I'm always like, fun. I'm just mapping out the ruins and stuff like that, doing that realm of work. That's really cool. It'd be sick to see it in person,
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, they got stuff in the city, in the center.
I mean, like
and then everywhere, like I'm saying, it's not hard to like see a little bit of it, but I'm sure. Just driving out isn't too bad either.
Yeah, for sure. And like, wasn't like Mexico City like built on like a previous like ancient city or something like that?
I
believe it was. I think the Spanish burned it down, but they rebuilt on top of it or something.
Yeah, I'm sure
that's something they did.
I think that's something they did. Yeah, like
that was their MO.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like we'd know so much more about like the Maya if they just didn't burn all of the codices or whatever, like their entire library full of books. Isn't that crazy to think about? It's like, we're just going to destroy this entire culture by burning
rid of that heretical literature, man.
I know, it's so crazy to think about. It's like, wow, we know so much more. Yeah.
I hate to think about that.
Yeah, burn down indigenous libraries just like God intended, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Folks are still doing it.
Literally.
In fucking Iraq or wherever, fucking Syria. Wherever.
Yeah. I don't know. Unfortunate, you know? But
yeah.
Anyways, I guess like we can talk more about like personal space and stuff, you know?
Sure.
So, you know, we're kind of chatting just about like how you guys like started, like what you guys play and stuff. Yeah. I guess like how did you guys meet? Like how did you guys come together? I know you're saying that you were in like a band beforehand.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Sam, or you want to take it? Or?
Sure. I mean, like, we were in a band in college. I had been like jamming with the dude who ended up playing drums in the band. And I guess he was like the connector. He knew Alex.
Sick.
This guy, Jake, he's in a band called Strawberry Hands. It's in Philly now, and they're really good too.
Oh, nice.
Like,
that's
kind of like lo-fi, like weird folk music. Yeah. And yeah, we just like all got together. We were in this like very large, very loud band, 3 electric guitar players at the same time.
That's sick.
Yeah, and it was fun. We just like, you know, started kind of like playing around campus, and then we all went to school in New York, so we were like playing around campus, and then we started to like go out to Brooklyn and like go downtown and play better venues. Sometimes better, sometimes like shittier venues.
What was your band called before?
First, it was called Wizards of the Coast, and then it was called Raul.
Raul, that's honestly cool.
Yeah.
With the V instead of the U.
Yeah, stylized with a V instead of a U.
Oh, dope. Yeah, that's sick, dude. All the sickest bands do that.
I think we took that from Fugazi, but yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. So like when did personal space become a thing? Or like Alex, were you playing?
Yeah, so we were in like parallel trajectories, kind of like, because after Raul, I started my own thing that was basically like a solo kind of endeavor with this guy Jesse, right, that we've mentioned, the drummer. It was kind of like me and Jesse.
Yeah.
But like my songs, and then Sam, I guess, started personal space. Not like right after, but like 2 years. I don't know, like kind of like
14 or something, probably.
Yeah, something like that. So
sick.
And we were both kind of gigging and in those formations.
Played shows together.
I guess I was back in Chicago, actually, or kind of coming back. I was like kind of coming back to New York after being in Chicago for grad school for like a year and a half or whatever, and came back to like, and you know, kind of sync back up with you, Sam, and you were kind of gigging with personal space and kind of starting to kind of piece together the first record, I feel like.
Yeah.
And while all that was happening, you had those departures of the original drummer and original guitarist, and that's the kind of fusion moment that Sam mentioned. And so me and Jesse kind of helped them finish. Or no, we were there for the whole thing, for the first record.
Yeah, we had material written, but we didn't have anything recorded, and we had like recording time on the books, and then had our like our guitarist and drummer sort of dipped on us, which was fine. Like they had better things to do. They both had like crazy things to do, which we don't need to get into, but like opportunities were like, I mean, I can't compete with that.
Yeah, so like you got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, like one dude joined like a national touring act of a
America's Got Talent or something, or
The Voice. I think she like won The Voice, or she was runner up on The Voice or something.
Dude, that's sick.
We won't name drop, I guess, because that's uncouth, maybe. But she's like, she's got followers on Instagram. Tell you what, and
that's dope.
And yeah, you know, the guitar player had a good gig too. So then we had this material written, but we needed people to plan it. So Jesse and Alex like joined up to help with the recording. It was just like, it was a good fit. It sounded way better because they joined it, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like, I guess I like to ask too, like what was like your guys' like, I guess, musical upbringing and stuff? Like you guys always involved in sort of like DIY and everything before like you started like your current projects and stuff like that? Like, you know, even back like down to high school, were you guys just going to like house gigs and?
Yeah, I can speak on that. In Chicago, I grew up in Chicago.
Okay, sick.
And yeah, I'm the lone Midwesterner in our group. But
yeah. I mean, Chicago was like a 16. I feel like it'd be sick to grow up going to shows around there, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I just have such a bad memory, but there were definitely a couple all ages places. One that I went to at least like more than once. One of them I don't remember the name of, but I remember going to a couple shows there. The other one, I don't know if you. I mean, it was like it was more of like an open mic series, but that was a little more structured. Like you would kind of submit ahead of time, and it was like an Old Town School of Folk Music.
Oh, that's
like
sick.
This kind of institution in Chicago that does a lot of education, but it's almost like a community music space. And they would do like a teen like open mic night series. I think it was weekly or monthly or something, and met people there. Like this is like grade school, like, even like or late, 7th, 8th grade.
That's sick.
And I remember that was I remember seeing a lot of music there, and and bands in college or in high school, whatever. But yeah, I can't really name drop anything, but I have a bad memory. But they're definitely, it was cool. It wasn't hard to go kind of like see shows, have your parents pick you up after, whatever.
Do you remember this? Like, I know in Chicago, we had some other dude from Chicago on the show, and he was talking about like this venue in like a bowling alley or something, like Fireside or something. I forget.
Oh yeah, that's still around, I think.
Is it? It might honestly still be around. I think he might have said that, but he was
maybe
saying
maybe not. I don't feel like less and less of a Chicago one these days. It's sad, but
yeah, I just remember him saying that was like a pop in all ages like DIY spot, like all the sickest bands came through there and stuff, Yeah, that's cool.
Familiar,
yeah, that's sick. How about you, Sam? Like, well, I guess like even if it wasn't like DIY, what was kind of like your musical like upbringing and stuff,
Yeah, no, I feel like it was kind of DIY because like I grew up in central Connecticut, like a pretty suburban area where we're like between New York and Boston. So, but like prohibitively far for like 14, 15-year-olds to like get to either place, you know? So like we had to like kind of create our own shit. Like I was in a band in high school and we used to put on showcases called Punk Stock, like Woodstock, but Punk Stock.
Yeah, that's sick.
Stock spelled like, STALK.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't even know what that means, but we like thought that was funny.
Yeah. That's cool.
In my friend's barn, like this old barn he had behind his house. So we'd get a bunch of like all these like bands from like the area to come like play the show. And it was like, I don't know why his parents let us do it. It was like a total disaster. Like, people would like bring like shitty vodka and like water bottles and like puke all over the lawn and stuff.
So sick.
But we did that like, like twice a year for like 3 years basically, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it was cool. So it was definitely more like, shows at people's, like weird barns or like, garages. There were some venues around in like New Haven and Hartford, but they were these weird, like pay to play things where you'd have to like sell like, 20 tickets or they wouldn't let you play. I remember whatever it was. Yeah.
That's lame.
So it was like, that stuff was not as good. And there are like, I should say like the central Connecticut scene is like more evolved now and there are like good spaces there. But there was that. And then when we got a little bit older, like towards the end of high school, we were able to get like 1 or 2 shows at like the frat houses because there was a college, like a small college in the town I grew up in called Wesleyan University. And like if we were like chill enough, they would like let us play shows there and be like the first band. So I think that happened like once maybe.
Yeah.
But that was cool. I mean, that was like, thrilling for like 16, 17-year-olds to be like at the weird frat house, like playing a show.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So it was all kind of history from there. And then you guys are here at Personal Space.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
All she wrote.
So, I guess like you guys are, you just released a couple singles from like your newest record called Still Life, right?
Yeah.
That just happened. Two, right?
Yeah,
now 2.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah, 2. We got
2 with one
last one. Yeah, one last one in 2 weeks.
And then when does the record?
When's the record come out?
Yeah.
I want to say June 3rd.
Sick. So
June 3rd, yeah. And there's 4 songs, so there'll be there'll be a 4th with the release of the
nice.
Of the whole EP. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I want to ask too, like, what can you tell me more about like the record and stuff? I was reading like I guess it's self-described as crawling out of the pandemic cave and embracing an overarching complexity, grappling with lost connections in a pandemic tech bro, hustlers, and finding the joy in our worrying 2022 realities. Yeah, dude, tell me more about it, I guess. Like, what do you mean? Like,
yeah, we can get into it.
Let's get into it.
Well, I mean, I guess Sam, I don't know. I guess we kind of built on a little bit of like kind of what we were thinking about or kind of writing about with the LP that came out 2021. But
I think it's like Personal Space is like a band that needs a good like conceptual frame. We're not like a concept album band, although I have like been in a lot of concept album bands, and I find it like, I think that's like a good music writing device. But I think we've been like good as a band about talking about like, what's the context? Like, what's like the world of stuff we're trying to describe with this record? So like the first one that we did was it was kind of this like backwards looking thing about the suburbs and like, growing up in this like weird cloistered environment. But the second record that Alex was talking about, I think, which was more of like a collaboration between Alex and me, was really about like being an adult during this like fucked up time that we're living in, trying to like derive pleasure from like existence on a planet that's like, cratering basically, and like all this like terrible shit happening all the time in a like market accelerated way, and vacillating between feeling like really panicked and like depressed by the state of things, and also being like, how can I enjoy myself, And I think the pandemic was just this like stark exaggeration of that dynamic that already was underlying a lot of like our day-to-day experiences, where it was like really this terrible, awful thing that was happening externally all the time. But if you were like, privileged enough, like safe enough, you could like avoid it. And it just became this like kind of experience of like boredom and repetition and monotony. And so you're like, how do you break that up? Like, with like treating yourself. And I think that's kind of like, that's not to detract from or diminish the experience of like going through the pandemic and other people who had like a harder road through it. But it's just like, it's just different kind of designation of fates. And I think like that's sort of like what we're doing here, is trying to talk about like, this experience of like being inside, being bored, like trying to derive meaning from your circumstances, which are like kind of floating and meaningless. And and I think stuff we were talking about on the second full length too, on A Life of Leisure, which came out last year, but maybe a little more pained or something. I don't know. What do you think, Alex?
I didn't know it. Yeah, I mean, I think I think we kind of just extended a little bit of that, from LP2 into this EP. I mean, so the project, the reason why there even was an EP was like we had this opportunity, we had all this time, in 2020. Yeah. And we had, we made a connection with this guy, Alan Tate, who, he's some people may know him from this band San Fermin, which whatever. Yeah. We had some Instagram kind of, interactions. Yeah. He basically was, he's a producer now. Kind of like, he still does San Fermin, but he wanted to, he was interested in working with us, whatever. We were kind of eager to kind of put our energies into something in 2020 and kind of get some new music out while we waited for the record we had worked on for the past 5 years to come out or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like what Sam said. we just kind of took the themes that we explored in the last record and kind of directed them into this new kind of 4-song project. And
that's sick. That's cool. Mm-hmm. And I know, like, before, I think you released your last one with like Tiny Engines or something. Did I read that? I think I read
first one.
Okay.
First one. Yeah. Ecstatic Verbs. Yeah.
Yeah. So, whatever happened with like Tiny Engines, by the way, didn't that label get like canceled or something? Or I think so.
Yeah.
There was like, there were accounting irregularities basically. And
so did that like affect you? Because I think I remember reading about this back in the day. Did that affect you guys? Like, I'm curious to hear your take on it. Like, were you guys like super involved or like, I don't know.
I think you have to make money for accounting irregularities to like really fuck you up. You know?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was, that stuff is like disheartening. Like like it's like, it's such an exhilarating experience to be like, there are a million bands in the world and you like try to hustle and like get your band in front of people. And then like to get signed by a label that was like, had some traction. Like there were artists on the label we really admired and we felt like this is like a label with like momentum and, a good sense of like the kind of roster it wants to hone.
Yeah.
And then just, I feel like I mean, I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus, but it felt like it was for like a band who is like, trying to figure out how they could like be a good band on a label and, check the boxes that were part of us. It was a little bit of a frustrating experience. I think it just felt a little bit like there was some dysfunction somewhere that it was hard to like put your finger on, but, I think they were trying, or at least, one of the founders was trying, and we had a lot of positive interactions with him. But I think probably like the stuff that was going on was making it, maybe they like handicapped themselves through that.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. Interesting.
And obviously terrible for the artists who really were owed serious money.
For sure.
Like it wasn't us, but there were some people who were like, really like hustling and, making money as like recording artists. And
100%. Yeah. They definitely had some like,
fucked up.
Yeah, they definitely had some like, I guess you could call it like big indie artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had some like, people that like are playing like literal venues and stuff and like pushing records out and stuff, So,
a lot of them ended up, in a better.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like, and it probably wasn't hard for them to go somewhere else. But I guess it's just like interesting to hear from your guys' perspective on that. So you guys eventually like moved over to, I think, Good Eye, right?
Yeah. And we met them. I don't know. Just we're trying to like reach out to a bunch of people. I guess mainly focusing on local labels here in New York, and just got a nice positive response from Michael, who heads the label, and he's been great to work with, and
that's sick.
It is nice to have someone who is from the area. And,
I feel like it's always best working with like a local label because they kind of like have like the connections in the area for like shows or like whatever, kind of understand where you guys are coming from and stuff. That's cool. So I guess like what's that label about and stuff? Like what are, I guess, could you tell me more about them?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they started, or I guess Michael, his whole thing started as a blog, I believe. Good Eye. It was just called Good Eye blog or whatever.
That's sick. Yeah.
I don't know if it was I don't know where it was hosted. It was like just Instagram or I don't know, or Tumblr or something. But and he's out of Jersey and shit. I'm trying to remember. It was like a specific part of Asbury Park or something. He had some scene that he covered, and maybe it was might have even booked shows.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was gonna say if it was like Asbury Park in Jersey or something. I'm pretty sure they have a really active like punk scene or something. Or
yeah. There's a scene there. Sure.
Yeah, crazy scene that like dates way back, which is pretty sick.
He might, so I think he might have been a part of that, or he was hooked into a couple scenes in Jersey and had this music blog, and he kind of parlayed that into a label, and he has experience as a publicist, and I think he works now for. I think he's at ASCAP still, and so he's kind of like knows a bunch of different parts of the business, the industry. So he's been good, in that way too. And we're back.
And we're back, guys. So, welcome to the same conversation we were having a couple seconds ago. So I guess that wraps it up for questions I had for you guys just about like your music and stuff. But we do have a couple like listener questions over here. Yeah. Do you want to take them?
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
cool. So this one says corn dogs or hot dogs?
I'm gonna say hot dogs.
Why?
I think corn dog. They're sweet. They're like a sweet treat.
I could see that, yeah.
If I'm feeling desserty, I would do corn dog.
Corn dog?
Like a little honey on top. Put a little honey.
Oh yeah, dude.
Spice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good
corn,
take. That is a great take.
But if like hot dog is like when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It's like for a meal.
You're trying to munch. You're trying to get
the fixins on it.
Exactly.
Corn's when you're ready for a dessert.
Yeah. I think when I hear corn, I think dessert.
So you could chase hot with corn.
That's true.
How about you, Sam?
I don't know. I'll go corn dogs just to be.
Do you guys remember that?
A little variety.
Do you remember that place, Hot Dog on a Stick?
Cover both. Yeah.
What's up?
Do you remember that place, Hot Dog on a Stick? Did you have that over there? Hot dog on a stick? You guys don't know
a corn dog on a stick, right?
Yeah, but
corn dog on a stick was like at fairs and stuff like that.
That's how you get the corn dog. You get it on a stick.
Yeah, well, there's like this like mall chain place over here. I guess like didn't really think that it would be regional. I thought it was all over the place, but it was called Hot Dog on a Stick, and it's not a thing anymore.
Oh, it's called Hot Dog on a Stick.
Damn, I have to Google that.
No.
Yeah, it was.
I think that sounds like sicko California shit to me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, right.
We'll have to get some of that.
That place is pretty sick, dude. It was like usually right next to a Wetzel pretzel, So you got your pretzel and your corn dog. You have your choices for terrible mall food, but like that place is always sick. You have a friend.
All the food groups.
Exactly. It meets all the food groups. You get there, like they specialize in like lemonade and corn dogs,
You're painting an image of like a really idyllic Southern California upbringing I wish I had.
Yeah, dude. You go to a mall with your
Wetzel's pretzels.
Yeah, dude.
You're just eating like raw potatoes in Connecticut.
Do you guys have Costco over there, right? Or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have Costco.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you ever had a Costco hot dog?
Yes, in Chicago for sure.
Dude, those are the best.
They're good.
Costco hot dog, dude. $1.50. They haven't changed the price in like 20 years or something. I was reading an article.
They don't care
it's
for
the best
inflation.
deal.
Yeah, dude. You get a nice dog and a cup for a drink, and you go and you put the fixings on it, dude. $1.50. You literally can't go wrong.
Boom.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, boom. Best.
Can't beat that. In this economy?
Splash.
In this economy, yeah, for sure. But you know what they actually did? They kind of screwed everyone over, and you have to have a Costco membership card on you to get food from the food court.
To get the food, okay.
Isn't that lame? Because yeah, exactly. It used to not be like that, and I remember it was also like I didn't know that. They made it even more accessible because it used to be cash only for a long time. At least the one in Simi, and they finally made the food court card and cash. And so that was huge, but then they were probably like, oh, dude, too many people are taking advantage of this. So they made it Costco card only.
Dogs should be for the people.
That's what I'm saying. Dogs are the people's food for sure, especially for $1.50. It's like, yeah. Anyways.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. So this next listener question, it says, are you guys TikTok users?
We're not.
Really?
I know. Should we?
Yeah, you guys should be.
Damn.
What's like a good idea for something we could do on TikTok? Can we source like ideas from your listeners? I feel like we're already like just like posting on Instagram stretches us to the bounds of our creativity.
If there's anybody listening that wants to help personal space with TikTok, please reach out.
If anyone has an idea, we'll do it like 100%.
Should we just you just find stuff,
bro? You gotta get your
like dance to it,
dude. Put your music. Yeah,
otherwise we're just gonna
dude, you got to put your music on, like make it accessible to TikTok, because you can like put your songs to like overlay on TikTok videos. I don't know how that works, but I know there's like music distributors that do that. Yeah.
I'll fucking do it. I'll do it, man.
Yeah,
Let's
might
just
as
do it.
well.
I made an account.
I know we're leaving like millions on the table by not being involved. Like,
Dude,
I
no,
understand
literally,
that.
like TikTok blows people up. Like, I'm not that big of a TikTok user, but like TikTok is a wild place, is all I gotta say.
Let's do it. Delete this part of the interview. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I made an account.
You can just
for us. I just haven't
overdub
done
us
anything
saying
with it.
yes.
Do you guys know this band called Dog Breath by chance? I know they're like more of like a West Coast band, but anyways, like Dog Breath is sick, and like, you know, they like were kind of like on a little hiatus for a little while through like COVID and stuff, you know, like obviously weren't really like playing very much. And then someone on TikTok found their very first CD in like a dollar bin at like a record store. And like this person has a ton of followers and they're like, let's review this random CD and see how it sounds. And they like, you know, will go track by track and just talk about it. And they're just talking about this record. And I think it's really good, you know, like Dog Breath is a good indie band. And, you know, obviously all these other TikTok kids were like, dude, this is sick. And this band like blew up out of nowhere. And I was like, wow,
damn,
that is crazy.
It could happen to you. It could happen to us.
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. You got to get on TikTok, you know?
Someone should
We'll get on it. We'll like make the music accessible, like you say. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, figure it out. Watch some YouTube tutorials or something.
Yeah.
So I guess like this next one says, where did you guys get your name from?
That's a Sam answer.
Oh, it's kind of a sad answer, I think.
Lay it on us.
It's gonna bring everyone down.
It's gonna bring the mood down. No, it's not. It's a, you know, an erstwhile bandmate came up with the name. I don't know where he got it from.
Oh,
you know, from his twisted mind somewhere. But I thought it was a really good name. I think, you know, like it's a it's not from. I'll tell you where it's not from. It's not from. What's the name of that show?
Rick and Morty.
Oh, Rick and Morty. It's not from Rick and Morty.
Not from Rick and Morty.
I didn't even know that.
I don't understand the reference.
Yeah.
Like people ask us about it. They're like, is it Rick and Morty? I've never seen that show.
Yeah.
I don't like have any thoughts about that show. It's not that.
Yeah,
it's just completely off the dome from a person we don't know where he came up with it.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's cool. I was really hoping that you know, I think that's actually a really good explanation. I wasn't really hoping for anything. That was dope.
Yeah. I didn't fully like convey the sadness of it because I'm being circumspect about like, you know, people who are still out in the world, but maybe like someday if the listeners really want to, maybe we'll do a TikTok multi-part series.
Yes, dude. Yeah. You should.
For everyone.
Hey, conversation will be continued on the personal space TikTok. Stay tuned.
Struggle session on TikTok.
Yeah. So this next one, it says favorite band.
Ooh.
I could think of one.
It's always a hard one. You can throw down a couple if you want, or just whatever's on the top of your head.
But I mean, we have top like this.
We have top. Yeah.
Alex and I are big.
You know the one.
Yeah, big Scott Walker.
Hell yeah,
guys. Scott 3, Scott 4.
Scott 4 is my fave, I think. Scott 3 is great though too.
I feel as Scott Walker sings Jock Brell is also a gem. I also I'm in for like the Scott Walker stuff like after that too.
Yeah.
Where it gets like really like scary. I don't know if Alex is as in for that though. I think that's a good delineation.
Down
of, like,
to throw it on. I just haven't dove into it. I haven't really like dove into it. Yeah.
I like Scott Walker all through Tilt into the Drift a little bit.
Sick.
But then the Drift is like if you're just so angry at yourself, you listen to the whole record. But otherwise, I can't get through the whole thing.
Sylvian?
Yeah, and David Sylvian, that's the other one. I think that.
Oh, nice.
The folks need to know about Sylvian.
Under the Radar.
What's the Sylvian album?
Brilliant Trees.
Brilliant Trees.
David Sylvian is like the sensual man Scott Walker.
Okay, so I think if my co-host, like my part-time co-host Maddie was here, they would be able to chat with you about David Sylvian because they talk about him all the time. I'm not too familiar, but Yeah, like who exactly is David Sylvian? I guess for people that don't know, like where is he famous from? Was he in a band or something, or is he always solo?
I feel like he was in a band, right?
He's a British guy. He was in this band called Japan that was like
that's what it is, Japan. Yes, okay, that's what they were telling me about. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think like I'm speaking for myself now, but anytime there's an artist or band who is like doing one thing and then they put out a record that is like divisive and alienates all their fans and like they lose like 3/4 of their fan base, that's what I'm in for. Like I want to listen to those people. I'll give you another band, Saves the Day.
Oh hell yeah, Saves the Day.
Emo stalwart Saves the Day.
Yeah.
They had, they were like on cruise control playing out all these emo records, and then they put out one called In Reverie that all their fans hated, and it's a really good record.
Are you guys?
And that was a way back when Personal Space was very into that.
I was actually gonna say, I feel like you guys definitely had some like emo influence, at least on like your earlier stuff, for sure. At least I could hear it.
For sure.
It's still there.
Yeah, for sure. You guys definitely do like some of that like twinklier stuff too on like your records, which I think is sick. I'm a big emo fan and whatnot. So
it's a tributary in the Personal Space body of water.
The Personal Space Delta.
So I guess like what other like emo bands? Maybe we can like get like a quick little conversation on this going. Like what kind of like other emo bands and stuff are you guys listening to?
Oh man, I mean, I say that and then I don't have the creds to, or the kind of depth of knowledge to back it up. I don't know. I mean, American Football is the only one that comes to mind for me.
Classic,
I really loved that record in high school, and I still like it a lot.
That record is insanely good.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, dude, LP1, dude, just amazing record. Like it's just so good. Like everything on it
all
is
the
just
horns.
Really, yeah, exactly.
The the percussion, like the kind of jazzy shit, and like the I don't know. It's great. It has a great like kind of like live feel, and like kind of this kind of clean. I don't know, but clean, but live sound,
it's
great, really, moody and atmospheric.
I feel like I always feel like it was the perfect transition from Cap and Jazz, to go right into.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I never listened too much to Cap and Jazz, but I know they're like a band I should know more about.
Dude, you gotta dive into Cap and Jazz, man.
Yeah.
I also feel like Alex introduced me to, they're not quite like an emo band, but Pinback, I feel like is kind of like
I feel like
adjacent in some ways. And I think that's like still a big influence, like just like
for sure.
Yeah, there's like two vocalists, the way they like do song structures and like interlocking guitar parts, but not in a really like super busy way. Like I think we've been trying to pare down the busyness a lot, but have a lot of guitars at the same time.
That's sick.
Oh yeah, I love
Pinback.
Yeah. Blue Screen Life was like an early high school discovery.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, Coheed and Cambria, does that count?
I feel like that counts, yeah, for sure. I feel like those were definitely like third wave. Like I don't know if we start breaking the emo down by waves. I feel like they were definitely like third wave, where it starts to like get like more pop culture and stuff. More so than just like punk and whatnot.
Second Stage Turbine Blade, is that Second Stage Turbine? Turbine Blade. That one I listened. I discovered that with Mars Volta. The Mars Volta Deloused.
We're both big Mars Volta heads.
Oh, nice.
That's not an emo, I guess.
But, I mean, that's fine though. I was gonna ask too. So you're saying that you're into like people that just like drop off from like playing in like the the band that they're in that everybody loved and stuff. So were you guys fans of Talk Talk and Mark Hollis?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's also a big or whatever. It's on the playlisted regularly, in the space world.
Sylvian and like Talk Talk, I think, or like late Talk Talk are similar, like in that they're just like hanging out in the studio, and there's like all this space in the composition, and like things like float from section to section. And I think that's like, it's not like the music we're writing necessarily, but it's definitely like top playlisted, as Alex says. I think we're really into that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think that just about does it for all of the listener questions that we have here. But like, where can people keep up with all things Personal Space and whatnot?
Yeah,
TikTok.
I mean,
Yeah, TikTok to come, dude.
under construction.
Yeah, under construction.
Maybe I'll just get into that in California. Just get lost in TikTok.
Dude, honestly,
when we're done those long drives,
you're gonna get captured by the AI, brother. I don't know if you're ready for it. Like,
I'm ready.
Your For You page, it's gonna suck you in. It's gonna find out what your interests are, and it's gonna
I'm ready.
basically become a version of yourself.
That's why I'm not on it, man. I can't
dude, TikTok.
I see other people around me like falling victim to it. You know?
People in like 10 years are gonna be writing PhD dissertations on like the way TikTok, like you can open up TikTok, the For You page, and you can basically figure out what type of person they are, and like dude. Crazy. Yeah, you gotta check it out, dude.
Terrible. It's me. It can talk shit.
Yeah, dude, document our like treat tour.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sick. Yeah,
we've got good treats lined up when we're out in California, so I think we can like use TikTok as a means for.
That would be kind of sick. Yeah, I actually have some friends that are like TikTok famous back on this like TikTok conversation, which is really wild. I don't know how it happened, but like I have a friend that's like a huge stoner, and he does like strain reviews, and he gets like millions of views. God. Isn't that wild?
I would follow that. I would follow.
It's crazy.
Does he want a personal space to be like guest, like strain reviewer?
Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be sick?
I'll do that.
We don't have the knowledge, but we can free associate.
Yeah, right. It's like
we have the knowledge, you know what I mean? But we're not up on it.
Yeah. He was
not like a California person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, I mean, Instagram, is like, I don't know. That's where the
Instagram
frequency of posts, you know,
sick.
Not Facebook, you know, whatever. Instagram, maybe not really. No, not Twitter. No.
We retweet socialist stuff on Twitter. That's basically it.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's dope.
Yeah. All the streamers.
We're on, streaming everywhere, whatever.
Yeah.
Bandcamp is good, whatever. Spotify sucks, whatever, you know.
Hey, buy the record and then download it with the download code on Bandcamp.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's right.
And then after you've earned your stripes, then you can listen to it on Spotify.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. After you've done your reps.
After
you've practiced.
Yeah.
That's like dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Thanks for having us. This was a fun conversation. I hope people come out to this show and Camarillo.
I think it'll be fun, guys. I have one more question though for you. It's kind of the biggest one. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a doozy.
Let's do it.
All right. So a rat is going to jump into your mouth. Do you want this rat to jump into your mouth head first or butt first, and why?
I'm going to say butt first because he can't bite.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah.
I think head first, because I feel like, you know, like dogs are supposed to have really clean mouths, right? Because they're like dirty and they eat like shit off the streets. I feel like rats are even dirtier, so they probably have like pristine mouths.
Yeah.
So I want that rat mouth in my mouth. I don't want that butt in my mouth, because like butts are created universally. You know, they're always like the locus of shit, but mouths are very different. So yeah, mouth first all day.
Yeah, dude.
Two great answers.
That was actually a really good answer. I've never had someone go like take that route into why they would take it head first.
Science. We're a band that believes in science.
Yeah. You know? Wow, dude, that was sick.
It's actually happened to us.
Yeah, dude.
We both had that experience.
Yeah,
New York City, baby.
I was gonna say the New York rat, dude, like that one viral video, like the rat pulling the pizza into the subway, dude. I just think of New York. You know, those are the type of rats.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah. Man. That's like when they're being fun. That's what they do.
Yeah. So guys, that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to TBD on KCSB FM 91.9 every Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. and NetNet Radio every Saturday 4 p.m. This is Personal Space from Brooklyn and DC. Thanks for being on the show, guys, and be sure to catch them May 24th at Harley's Bowl with VTB and Crawdads. It's gonna be sick.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Thomas.